So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood
The
that
pattern.
things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular.
Osculum Infame. Osculum Infame is the name of a witch's supposed ritual greeting upon meeting with the devil. Now, the devil is pretty much synonymous with, the Baphomet, all these different pagan gods, anything that's associated with the left in regards to the understanding of veneration or worship. Because the devil just means deceiver. And that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to deceive the masses who worship these things, even if it's unbeknownst to them. Because, the whole goat thing, that's pretty much a thinly veiled veneration of the Baphomet. The Baphomet is the god of this society, and he comes in many different compositions. So when it comes to the understanding, whether I mention Pan or the Bacchus or any different god that's associated with the left, the pagan understanding, going back to ancient Babylon, ancient Kemet, it's all synonymous, just based in the understanding of the devil, because the devil is not this red monstrous entity that you see with horns. But even with that goes back to the pagan understanding, because the horns, that's what you see on the Baphomet, that's what you see on many different pagan gods. So that's what it's pretty much associated with that. And when it comes to the understanding of the androgynous deity known as the Baphomet, yes, Katt Williams is correct. That's what it goes into when it comes to the agenda of the transgender. It's all based in the worship of the Baphomet, because the Baphomet is pretty much the understanding of opposites coming together, which pretty much represents completion or perfection. Just when it comes to the concepts that they adhere to, it represents perfection. That's why they push transgenderism so hard. That's why they push this whole, you're not a gender, you're genderless, because it's all based in those concepts, going back to ancient Kemet. And this is why they push it. But this is how the devil works, this is how Satan works. Everything is all under guises, but you have to pick up on it. That's why certain people, they call you weird, because you have the understanding. You can pick up on it, you see what this is, you see where this goes back to, you can contextualize. But certain people can't. So they simple enough to just look at that like, oh, that's nothing, or it's just weird, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's part of this understanding. But yeah, man, the kiss of shame, the name. Oh, let's read this. Osculum Infame is the name of a witch's supposed ritual greeting upon meeting with the devil. The name means the shameful kiss, or kiss of shame, since it involved kissing the devil's anus, his other mouth. According to folklore, it was this kiss that allowed the devil to seduce women. Osculum Infame, based in the worship of the ass, the kissing of the ass. We living in these revelatory times, man. Everything is being revealed unto us. Everything is coming to the fore. You hear about Bohemian Grove with Ryan Garcia. You hear about Katt Williams just, being this object of truth, or exposing certain aspects of the industry that a lot of people already been knew. But it's just one of those things where you understand in context, and also in the spirit, that it's all based in prophecy. We are living in these revelatory times. I'm in the book of Revelation. So we identify spiritually what's going on. Everything is coming to the fore. Everything is going to ramp up slowly but surely. But the Most High is just throwing out there bits and pieces of signs. And in context, we understand. That's why in this very scripture, it should hit a lot of people just based off of what's going on in society. And Katt Williams, he just, he's just being used as an object of truth, or, like I said, just one who's exposing the industry. He's controlled opposition, but it's one of those things where it's beneficial because most of us, we already had an idea. Most of us already had some sort of suspicion. So it just confirms it, especially if it's coming from someone that's in the industry. So it says, therefore rejoice. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So it's just one of those things where we see all these things ramping up based off of the agendas that's being pushed, based off all these things that's associated with the left, where it's like an eye opener for us that we living in these times. The Most High is letting us know that we got to keep our eyes open, and we got to continue to identify with the spirit. That way we understand what's coming. We understand, what's next, and we're not that enamored by it, because it's like one of those things where it doesn't really surprise you at this point, like what's going on. Because we understand these times. We get it. When it says ye heavens, we understand that heaven is also associated with rulership. Heaven talking about the skies, rulership, as well as in the spiritual realm. So, and in this case is the rulership aspect. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. It's like, y'all have y'all fun. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Also associated with the nations, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So we just got to keep our eyes open and maintain it. So God bless you all, and peace. Shalom.